COVID-19.
The deadly disease COVID-19 is caused by the entry of SARS-CoV-2 virus into the human body by binding of the spike protein to the angiotensin-converting enzyme 2 receptors present on the type 2 pneumocyte cell surface in the respiratory tract. In the type 2 pneumocyte, the pathogen proliferates rapidly. To do so, the virus has to multiply the genetic material, which consists of a single long RNA strand. From there, they are subsequently shed and transmitted via droplets in the expiratory air. Droplets generated from an infected person during coughing, sneezing, or talking do not remain suspended in air and travel less than 1 meter before settling on the mucosa of close contacts or environmental surfaces. In this video, we will look at the safety measures taken by WHO and their respective scientific explanations to prevent infection and to slow the transmission of COVID-19. Washing hands with soap and the usage of sanitizers. The virus has an outer sheath that's a double layer of fats with protein spikes. This fatty sheath is water repelling and protects the virus. Contaminated hands are an important means of spread. Soap molecules disrupt this coat, and once it's done, the virus is no longer able to function. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Alcohol disrupts the hydrophobic interactions, effectively dissolving the lipid membranes. Wearing masks. Surgical masks KN95 are recommended by WHO to suppress transmission and save lives. Before touching the mask, clean your hands with sanitizer or soap and water. Identify the outside of the mask, which is usually the blue side. Face mask should be worn such that it covers the nose, mouth, and chin. Individuals should be careful not to touch their masks, eyes, nose, and mouth. It is advised to change your surgical mask every 6 hours. It is mandatory to clean your hands after the removal of the mask.
Maintain 2 meter social distance always. Avoid as much as possible the places where public gathers, such as places of worship, parks, and beaches. Vaccination. Many rumors about the vaccines, which are not proven scientifically, can be seen on social medias. We cannot deny that so many diseases around the world, which were common among people in the last century, have become rare diseases because of vaccines. Vaccines brings about herd immunity. By this so-called hypothesis, the virus can be completely destroyed from the community. Herd immunity is also known as population immunity. It is the indirect protection from an infectious disease that happens when a population is immune, either through vaccination or immunity developed through previous infection. So, people who have the ability to carry out this plan should get vaccinated, and also it is a responsibility to explain the importance of vaccination to the uneducated people too. Thereby reduces the likelihood of infection for individuals who lacks immunity. Home quarantine. If you notice any COVID-19 symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, headache, fever, body ache or sore throat, please isolate yourself from the community and your family. As up to date, there is no any medication for COVID-19. So, it is important to consume nutritious foods to strengthen our immune system. And if any shortness of breath is identified, it is mandatory to get admitted to the hospital. By pulse oximeter, the blood oxygen level can be measured. Therefore, if the blood oxygen level is noticed to be less than 94%, then the patient should be admitted to the hospital without delay.